Hey people, John here from Fast Films, and today we are going through a 2017 horror comedy called One Cut of the Dead. At the beginning of the movie, a girl is holding an axe to kill the zombie who is about to attack her, but before she could act, the zombie comes upon her and bites her. Then, it is revealed that they are actually a part of the cast and crew of a low-budget zombie film called One Cut of the Dead, who are shooting at an abandoned building. Director Higurashi is desperate for the film's success due to mounting debts and frustrated at the actress named Chinatsu because of her poor acting. Chinatsu is afraid and nervous while the director shouts at her. He wants her to express real fear while she is bitten by a zombie. The actor, Ko, tries to stop director Higurashi, but he asks Ko to stay back as he has no right to instruct Higurashi on his set. When the director leaves, Ko and Chinatsu sit down for a cup of coffee with the makeup artist, Nao, who comforts Chinatsu that she has been performing well. The assistant director, Kasahara, is seen going out of the building with a small bucket of blood. He tells Nao and others that the director has asked him to arrange for a blood pentagram on the roof of the building. They all wonder about the purpose of sprinkling blood on the roof, and the man leaves. Ko tells Nao that the atmosphere of the location is really creepy. Nao tells him that Higurashi has visited a lot of abandoned places in Japan and has chosen that place eventually. Then, she tells them of the rumor about the abandoned building that as a cover it was a water filtration plant. Actually, the Japanese army conducted experiments on humans there. They were researching ways to resurrect the dead. Suddenly, all three of them hear a tap on the door and get scared. Ko tells them that it is probably because of the wind. Outside the filtration plant, cameraman Manabu Hosoda turns into a zombie and bites the assistant director, Kasahara, turning him as well. The zombie throws one of the Kasahara's arms inside the plant, which scares everyone, but then they think that the director has arranged for some real-looking props. Then Kasahara comes inside with one arm and falls upon Ko. Now thinks that the Higurashi is doing a prank and asks the cameraman to get up, but she finds that it has really been bitten. They all become petrified and are unable to believe that the zombies are real. Suddenly, the zombie, Hosoda, shows up and attacks Chinatsu, but Ko somehow manages to get the zombie out of the plant and he locks the door. Then, the cameraman, who has now turned into a zombie, wakes up and attacks them, but then they use Kasahara's bitten arm as a bait to get the zombie out of the plant. Meanwhile, the director shows up with a camera and insists that they continue filming with the real zombies. He runs after Chinatsu with the camera to record the fear on her face. Ko tries to make him understand that the zombies are real and he is insane. But the director pushes him away and tells them that the film with real zombies will be a masterpiece. He tells them that he has sprinkled blood on the roof to activate the real zombies. This makes Nao realize that the rumors are actually true. Suddenly, the sound engineer, Shunsuke Yamakoshi, rushes out of the plant and becomes infected. The director goes after him to record the scene and Ko locks the door behind him. Ko then tries to get a signal on his phone, but Nao tells him that there is no network in that abandoned area. Chinatsu asks Nao to tell her about the mystery behind the sprinkling of blood on the roof, but she avoids her and thinks of a way to get out of that plant. She picks up an axe from the table and tells them that they will go down the mountain and get to the car. Ko doesn't like the idea as there are zombies outside. Nao tells him that this is the only way out as nobody will ever come for their rescue at that plant. After this, the director shows up at the door of the plant and asks them to open it. Nao stands by the door with an axe while Chinatsu and Ko unlock it. The director comes in with the infected Yamakoshi for more footage and throws him on them. Nao decapitates the zombie with the axe and she is splattered with zombie blood. The director becomes very excited while recording such a horrific scene. He turns the camera to Chinatsu, who is scared and weeping. He tells her that the film will become a huge success. Then, Ko hits him in the head with a stick and knocks him out. They run towards the car, but when they get into the car, they learn that the keys are not there. Higurashi follows them with his camera. When zombified Yamakoshi shows up at the window of the car, Nao remembers that the car keys are always in Yamakoshi's bag. Chinatsu gets out of the car and tries to grab his bag after a struggle. She then runs away with the bag and zombified Yamakoshi goes after her. The director Higurashi also follows her with his camera to record every scene. While running away from the zombified Yamakoshi, she encounters zombified assistant director, Manabu. Before she could get attacked, Ko shows up and helps her get back to the plant and leave Higurashi outside. After this, Chinatsu finds a bite mark on the lower part of her leg and fears that she will turn into a zombie. Nao also notices the mark, but Chinatsu tells her that it might be just a bruise. Nao decides to kill Chinatsu with the axe, but Ko stops her and lets Chinatsu run away. She rushes outside the plant and finds zombified Manabu, who is then killed by Nao with the axe. Hiraguchi follows Chinatsu with his camera to the rooftop where Ko and Nao arrive and fight each other. Chinatsu keeps on crying and screaming while she watches them fight with each, which results in Ko killing Nao with the axe. Chinatsu starts hating Ko for killing Nao and goes down the rooftop. As soon as Ko is about to go after her, he is pulled by someone from behind and he screams. Chinatsu goes to a cabin and hides. She realizes that the mark on her leg is not actually due to the attack of a zombie but a maroonish patch stuck on her leg. She removes it and weeps. She then hears someone approaching the cabin and hides behind a drum. She is frightened to see an unidentified zombie that comes inside the cabin and then leaves after a while. She then goes outside and finds the axe. She sees Ko up on the rooftop walking by dragging his feet. She tries to call him but he doesn't respond. Then she reaches the rooftop and finds that Ko has been turned into a zombie. She confronts zombified Ko in a repeat of the scene at the start of the film. Suddenly, Nao wakes up, which makes Chinatsu scream very loudly and Nao falls back on the ground. While she confronts Ko, Higurashi shows up with the camera and starts filming the scene. He gets very excited as he could see the real fear on Chinatsu's face when she was about to be attacked by the zombified Ko. He appreciates her actions and tells her that she finally did it. He tells her that the scene will be the climax scene of his movie and continues to record everything before him. Eventually, Chinatsu decapitates Ko, telling him that she loves him. Then, Higurashi appears and rebukes her for killing his actor. Chinatsu gets angry and she kills the director by stabbing him several times. Then, she stands on the blood pentagram in a trance state. It is revealed that it was all a part of the live show, One Cut Dead. The movie then moves to the period of a month earlier where we see the director Higurashi, who is also a director in real life who shoots videos for a variety of TV shows in cheap and good quality. On a set, he meets a couple named Donguri and Shinichiro Furusawa, from a company that tells him that they will be launching a zombie-dedicated channel in August. They offer him to shoot a video about a team that shoots zombie fiction in an abandoned building but they meet real zombies there. After this, they tell him that it will be a one-cut show that will be broadcast live on their channel from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Higurashi thinks that this will be impossible for him but Shinichiro insists on giving it a try. In the next scene, we are introduced to Higurashi's wife who is practicing moves for self-defense. Higurashi tells his wife that he has accepted the offer of a zombie show. His daughter, Mao, is passionate about becoming a director and she doesn't have a good relationship with her father. Higurashi learns that the cast of One Cut of the Dead includes the famous actor Kamiya Akira of whom his daughter, Mao, is a big fan. Then, the cast arrives at the audition center and they all are assigned their roles for the film. Kamiya Akira tells Higurashi that the storyline has zombies that can use axes to kill people despite the fact that they are unconscious. Higurashi tells him that he will inquire about it and let him know later. The cast and crew get their copies of the script and Higurashi guides them about the location of the shooting. Higurashi's wife is shown, who is a former actress who is reading the zombie show's script. Mao suggests to her that she should get back to acting but she refuses. She then tells Mao that her favorite actor Kamiya Akira is also working in the show. During the rehearsals of a zombie attack with an axe, Kamiya is disappointed with the idea of zombies using an axe and he leaves. Later, Higurashi meets Mr. Manabu Hosoda, who shows him a picture of his daughter. He tells Higurashi that whenever he is drunk, he looks at his daughter's picture for relief. At night, Higurashi gets drunk and looks over at his daughter's childhood pictures with the hope that he will be relieved. The next day, the whole cast and crew of the One Cut of the Dead arrive at the abandoned building. Higurashi's wife and daughter also come to see the shooting. Then, the director Higurashi instructs that the show will be recorded in a single shot. Suddenly, he gets informed by one of the crew that the two main actors, Ida Mai and Daigo Kuroka, have met with an accident. Higurashi and the producer Shinichiro decide to arrange new actors quickly. Higurashi and his wife step in to fill the roles of Higurashi and Nao. It is revealed that during the shooting, Higurashi overacted his first scene by physically accosting his fellow actor Kamiya. Then, Manabu Hosoda passed out drunk and it is revealed that the tap that the actors heard while Nao told them about the rumors of the abandoned building was actually the noise made by Higurashi while carrying the drunk Hosoda. Nao and other actors were forced to continue the scene of the script, which confused the producers, but they appreciated it. Higurashi somehow held Hosoda and made him perform the scene of a zombie attacking the assistant director, which resulted in hammered Hosoda vomiting on the assistant director. Then, the assistant director was sent into the plant to perform his next scene. Sound engineer Yamakoshi's diarrhea leads him to a zombie character that was suggested by Mao. Ko was commanded to take his phone and act like he was looking for a signal until Yamakoshi came back as a zombie. The main cameraman suffered a back injury and was replaced. Higurashi's wife went off script and attacked the real cast and crew during the scene of Nao chasing Chinatsu. On the contrary, the producer appreciated Nao's acting and then he learns from Mao that her mother was banned from a movie set for breaking an actor's arm. Higurashi was forced to choke his wife out. He then instructed Chinatsu to scream while they prepared Nao's dead body. Then, they leave the axe on the ground for Chinatsu to use for the last scene. It is revealed that the unidentified zombie which did not attack Chinatsu was a crew member giving instruction. Higurashi told the producer that the camera crane was broken in an accident, which then leads to the real cast and crew forming a human pyramid to mimic a crane shot for the last scene. The faux crane shot is successful, and the real cast and crew are elated at the successful filming. Donguri appreciates the team for the great effort. Mao's relationship with her father gets better and the movie ends here. Thanks for watching, guys.